I'm with illScarlett. They just finished playing their annual Christmas show in Toronto. It's a very good show, by the way. Okay, so let me start off with your name, illScarlett. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, there's no real meaning for it. We just needed a name, and there's an area in Mississauga, Short Forest, and all the streets are named after characters in Robin Hood. illScarlett being a character in said novel. We just took up the W. We always meant to change it, but we just forgot.
And people say it's hooky. They like it.
Sounds good.
illScarlett does sound
nothing.
good.
It does sound good.
It snaps.
It's better than like we're gone for Tuesday or like Sunday never comes or just like some kind of weird weekday or you know what I mean? It's like illScarlett. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so your songs NTF, Nothing Special, and Mary Jane have become like staples in your set list. What do you think differentiates these songs from all the other songs you guys have written?
I would say content. Like I don't know if it differentiates, but it relates the best. I mean, you got that NTF that relates to any kind of breakup. You have nothing special about like anybody that
Personal struggle.
personal struggles. You got Mary Jane. It's just about pot, man. It's cool, man. People like that shit.
People like pot.
People like pot. Apparently, our fans too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have been really good with releasing albums or EPs regularly, so like you don't make fans wait for music, and that's great. So how do you know when an album or EP is ready for release?
Well, there was one time where we were forced into releasing an album, so we didn't know about that, and that was a learning experience. I'm not gonna talk. I guess we shouldn't talk about that, right?
No.
Don't worry about that one.
Learn from some mistakes.
Yeah, learn from your own mistakes. I don't know. It's good to the way everything works so fast. It just makes sense to put out music. You know, whether it's like pop or whatever it is. So people want content now because of the internet. Everything moves so fast. Like the only way you're gonna survive is you put out new stuff. So you know we try to catch up with what it is that's going on out there. You know, put out music.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever reused a song idea or maybe used it on another album? Like
there's probably like 7 versions of Rally, and probably like 7
versions of Mary Jane.
Yeah, a couple of yeah. We definitely did that, but you know.
Use Psycho.
Okay, so everyone always says that their recent CD is always their best. So your 2012 EP, well, most bands. So which one would you say was your most original?
Out of what, from everything?
Everything you guys have ever released.
Most original?
Yeah.
I think it's all original.
Album or song? Like, I mean, like everyone says like best song. Oh, our best song is whatever it is. Or you guys not even...
We don't have, like, I don't know, it's just so hard, like, we're really pumped on, like, the new stuff that's coming out, but I know that majority of the fans be like, oh, they've changed, or like, so not, it's just not illScarlett, but it's like, it is illScarlett. If you want to listen to the Epidemic, like, we're not going to make another album that sounds like the Epidemic. Like, go listen to that, you know, because it's always going to be there, but we're going to have new stuff, and if you want us to continue being a band, and having new music, it's always going to be new music. You know, it's not going to be the Epidemic or LP or whatever. It's like that already happened. That was like, you know, and I don't know. That's just kind of like
You just can't do it twice.
You just can't. There's
If you
no.
try to recreate that again, it just doesn't comes off like not right. Yeah.
So we're gonna keep on doing new music, but it's never gonna sound like the stuff that we originally like came from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll play that. Like you watch a set today, like how we went all the way back, you know what I mean? Like Babylon's like probably like for anybody who knows the history of the band, like it was probably the 5th song we ever wrote, you know, and we played that. Same with Rally. It's just like because we have so many versions of it. If you really go back, it's like we really went back on this show, and then we also played new stuff, you know, where John came out and whatever. It's just like if you like the band, you like the band. You're gonna support the band.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you recently released a video for your new song Goodbye. So what inspired you guys, or like what made you guys go in that direction? It was very different.
What do you mean?
The song
Like
video?
no, the video, because like with all the clips of like all the movies and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, our friend Tyler, it was pretty much his idea. He was the one who made a video for us.
Hey,
And it was inexpensive to make, but it was a really cool idea, I think. just all the different, movies. And I've seen The Shining,
Yeah. So, popular stock footage from good movies, and that relates to the song.
So kind of like a Tumblr compilation, you know what I mean? But it just like same thing. It's just kind of like relating to what's popular now and incorporating that like a song that that. It's our new breakup song or whatever, and like he found a bunch of clips on Tumblr or wherever the fuck it was, and it just made sense with the lyrics and the content of the song, So try to kind of. I think it's a pretty cool idea.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It's very different. In your video, Life of a Soldier, ballerina, what's the significance of the ballerina and what did she give you?
I have no friggin' idea, man.
None of that video.
I got talked into that video like over the phone in the middle of tour, and I was like, I don't like any of this. And you know what? To be honest, I hope that video never gets see the light of day again.
Will's bitter about his solo on the cliff.
Like, what was that, man? Like, it wasn't even, like, come on. Like, put me on a cliff, really? I'm not that big.
It was too slash for Will.
It was way too. When we're not full of ourselves, we're trying to keep common ground. That just put us like I don't know.
Yeah, it's like we've always thought it was a cool song, and that's we'll just blame that on the major label.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's not major label BS.
All right. In Milkshakes and Razor Blades, how long did it take you to learn your lyrics backwards, Alex?
It took about 6 to 8 hours of listening to the song in reverse and trying to build a phonetic alphabet to
These nears.
Yeah, I remember seeing the video.
Yeah, it's really strange. Like, it's really hard to do, and
you can speak after it.
Yeah, it totally screwed me up. Like I made myself dyslexic because I was doing everything in reverse. When we started doing stuff forward, I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
So it took about 8 hours to create a language using English, French, Polish, and German.
Yeah.
All the different sounds, and then about 5 days constantly just memorizing it. We had shows and stuff, so I'd be backstage just trying to remember it. Yeah, I mean, it was really hard to do, but it was really fun to do too, because it was really challenging.
Yeah, it was worth it. The video was great.
I love that video. It's really, really fun, and it's
Homage.
yeah.
It's a really cool video.
So while on tour, you guys are stuck in a van for an extremely long time. Is there any times when you guys get under each other's skin?
God, yes.
Really?
we have our moments.
Sure.
Yeah,
but we're all professionals. We know what we're out there for, so we don't let it. For sure, like anybody, it's like hanging out with anybody.
Yeah. But also you kind of like figure out what makes you tick, and you don't push those buttons too often. I mean, once in a while it will happen, but once in a while it will happen. But the majority of the time, it's just like for the better of the band, just fucking leave it alone.
So you guys have played a lot of international shows,
Yes.
A couple in Japan and whatnot. So how did it affect you guys with communicating with fans or like playing a show there with the language barrier?
Japan was probably like the most eye-opening
You
experience.
talk more with your hands and talk slower, but you realize that doesn't actually help break the language barrier. So yeah, it's hard.
We played our first show in Japan, and it was like packed, like super packed, and we're just the fact that we're in Japan, it's like completely like wow, we're here, like doing this, and it's the whole tour is sold out. Like really pumped on the experience. Get on stage, just kill ourselves for a half hour, and get off, and the reaction was just like not what we expected. You know what I mean? Because like, you play a song and people are just like silence. And they just like stare at you, and you're like, what the fuck? Looking at each other, and that happened consistently for the half hour we're playing. We get off stage and we're just like all out of breath, and like yeah, that was good, right? That was kind of good. And then we had our friends of the headlining band come up to us and be like, honestly guys, you guys killed it. You just gotta learn a couple phrases in Japanese. And so Alex for like in the next few days, he's like, all right, well you took that advice and learned a couple. I don't know if you still remember them or not.
Yeah, something like
Like Yankee Desk or whatever. Just there's a couple like
Yankee Desk.
Yeah, a couple of just phrases. And he goes on stage the next day, and he did what he could. But by the third show, it was just like you knew how to play with the crowd. As soon as you said something Japanese, the people would just lose their shit. Like, it was just like whatever, you know, play with them, and then they like to jump. That's a big thing I noticed. Is like they like to pogo. You know,
Love the
they
boat.
love the pogo. It's just like the pop punk thing is still to this day like
Huge
some
over
41 will go there, and I honestly they'll play like 3 shows a night in Tokyo and just like sell it out and whatever. There's people like that pop punk, pogo punk.
At that first show, there was an American guy, a white guy, who I was picking up my cables. He's like, "Hey man," I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Your band sucks." It made me laugh actually. I thought it was really funny.
I was like, can you get any worse? Yeah.
I was like, "Oh great."
Well, I'm great.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, in your shows like tonight, how does the crowd affect the way you guys perform, or does it affect you at all?
It has a symbiotic relationship. I mean, if you come out with energy, then they'll give you energy back, and yeah, you just got to keep going. Like, sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good today.
That was great. Had a blast.
And last question, our friends from Buffalo wanted to know, Swav, did you find the Polish deli?
Where? In Buffalo? In Buffalo? Oh, no, in Cali? No.
Song, one up.
No.
Well, actually,
You said from Buffalo, right? So.
Our friends from Buffalo wanted to know.
In Cali, I did not. I have
well, sort of we did, because when we went back to do the writing, we went to Santa Monica, and there's a restaurant there called
There was.
Warszawa.
That's right. It wasn't a deli, it was like a Polish restaurant, and it was.
They were all Polish. Polish beer, it's cool.
It was kind of unexpected for California. But not a deli. Still, a deli is like a different world. It's like lunch, you know what I mean?
Alright, so thank you so much guys.
Thank you.
That's everything.